Biss is with us.
Good morning.
You got your Dragon Boat shirt on, too?
I'm representing.
The Dragon Boat hat.
Paddles up. Are you you guys ready?
Yeah.
No, I want summer to start.
Should we go do this? Yeah, well, that's the best part. It is kind of towards the end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Lake Bemidji Dragon Boat Festival early bird team registration deadline is Sunday. So that's kind of why I'm popped in. To
Gotcha.
Remind everybody to save $100 and get your team signed up now. It's 20 paddlers and a drummer. A minimum of 8 female paddlers, because it's a co-ed festival. Can have more than that, but at least 8 female paddlers. And no experience is required. All the equipment is provided, so it's pretty easy to get involved. You don't need to know who's going to be on the boat today. So if you're thinking, I don't know if I could fill a boat, but I'm going to do it. We'll fill a boat. You don't have to know who's on the roster till the week of the festival.
Oh.
So don't worry about filling the boat per se. If you know you're going to get a team, register before midnight on Sunday, and you'll save $100. BemidjiDragonBoat.com is where to do that.
Get your racer.
Well, if you remember last year, we had a few teams from Wisconsin, the team from the Philippines.
Oh, that's right.
They're all coming back already. They're committed. The team from the Philippines won the Sprint Cup, so they got to bring the trophy back, or at least send it back. But from what I understand, they're bringing it back. And then the Wisconsin teams did really well. It was probably the most competitive as far as just we had, of course, all the local teams as well. That the top 15, top 20 times were all up there together. So it was fun to see. If you remember, we did have some weather issues last year. So hopefully, because we've had so many years where it hasn't been an issue at all, we'll get back to that. But the taco feed kicks things off, the cornhole tournament, parade of teams, Sprint Cup, race day breakfast and race day. So reminder to everybody, that's all coming up July 30th through August 2nd this year. So get it on the calendar. Race day is always the first Saturday in August.
All of us that have been a part of it for so many years now, you just kind of take for granted what this all-encompassing week is. But this is so rare for other Dragon Boat festivals where it's just, we race and then everyone just goes home.
Right. This is like
that's not how Bemidji operates.
Well, we took it to the next level. It's definitely the largest Dragon Boat festival in Minnesota. There's only a few, so it's pretty unique to begin with.
Right.
And then Lake Superior is kind of where this all started, because the Rotarians here went to the Rotarians Dragon Boat Festival in Superior, and that's kind of how this whole thing got started back in 2006. Next year will be our 20th year.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And you guys have been with it the whole time, right? Brian, you might have joined a little bit late.
Yes.
So, but a few
Only
years.
a year or two.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know we celebrated your 20th year at the Beaver Radio Network already. So I'm thinking, maybe not right away when you got here. But yeah, so, we've seen it grow and the ebbs and flows of every year. But every year, it's just an awesome week, and we raise a ton of money. People forget that part. It's all a big fundraiser at the end of the day for the Bemidji Rotary, the Bemidji Chamber, the United Way, American Cancer Society, Relay for Life, the 5K, of course. That's a track and field cross-country BHS fundraiser. So it's all that. It's all a fundraiser. That's the coolest part. We get to have this awesome, very traditional now summer festival. But at the same time, we're making a lot of money for a lot of great causes, too.
And bringing the community together, and it's free to go and watch and see all the activities. And
got the food trucks, of course.
Right.
You can't have a festival without the festival food. There's something for everyone, and it really is one of those all-encompassing events that, even if you don't want to get on a boat, you can come down and check it all out, enjoy the atmosphere. It's just a one-of-a-kind week, that's for sure. I don't know about you, but, it's one of my favorite weeks of the summer. We're working, but it doesn't feel like that. My kids come up usually. It's just a family reunion and friend reunion, so to speak, every year, the first weekend in August.
Working the shoreline. That's some hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get your sandals out.
Yeah.
So we're just really looking forward to it. But the key is, again, today is Sunday's the deadline, the early bird team registration. So if you know you're getting a team, get it registered. BemidjiDragonBoat.com. You'll save the $100, and then you can work over the next couple of months to fill the boat. Every team gets a practice too. So if you're brand new and you're going, I want to do this, but the people we've never done this before. Mm-hmm. You get a practice or two, even the week of the festival, and then we've also got a couple of dragon boats at Bemidji State. Not the festival, but the First Canoe and Kayak Club has a couple of dragon boats that are out Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe, all summer long. You can hop on a boat as an individual. I think it's like $20 or $25, or you can privately rent the boats on your time from them to get your own team some extra practices if you like. And there are some teams that have been taking advantage of that.
And they're the ones that always win.
Well,
there's a reason.
That's an awesome thing to point out for those that don't know, but the faster teams end up competing in the finals amongst their speed and talent.
Correct.
And then there's a mid, and then there's a bottom. So every type of skill level has its own finals.
And that's the key. I mean, it's a lot of fun, first and foremost. We're raising money. But yeah, there's a competitive aspect to it for some teams. It's I guess it's kind of like golf, which is why I can play golf, because I'm horrible. But they handicap it, so I'm equal to the best player on the course. So it's kind of the same thing in the sense that if let's say your team is in the middle of the pack, you still have a chance probably to get in that silver division championship, get another race, and get some hardware. And at the end of the day, it's just one of those, very unique things. We've got the Team Village, of course, up north of Carnegie, and that's where all the teams hang out. So unique, and a lot of people, even if you're not on a team, they go up there and kind of go through and take part. And then we've got the amphitheater seating and setting for, this festival, and that's what makes it super unique, that you can see everything, start to finish, right from shore there. It's just morphed into what it is today, which is, staple of the summer, right?
It's a week of having fun and helping out charity.
Absolutely. So appreciate you guys. You guys have been with it since the beginning. If you remember back in the day, Brian, you weren't there, but Mix 103.7's first team, actually, we had some very rickety docks back in the day, and that's one of my favorite memories, especially of year one, was the dock breaking.
All things happen for a reason.
Right.
Well, now we, thanks to Bemidji Marine, have awesome docks every year without issue, but we were borrowing stuff. I mean, do you remember? Pontoons, docks, whatever we could get to pull this first one off. And if you remember, we had 37 teams that first year. Second year, 60. You could sense even that first year that, boy, this is really good. People want to do this.
Yeah.
I think this is going to work. And here we are 19 years later.
Can't wait. So the big thing was fill your boat. And there's always people that want to jump on a boat.
Yeah,
so.
You can get people to get on the boat. We match individual paddlers. And if that's you, too, if you're like, I can't get a whole team, but I sure want to try and do that. There's a way you can sign up individually as a paddler at BemidjiDragonBoat.com. I'm not sure if it's live right now, but certainly as it gets closer to races. And there's people who actually, and you've seen it, come as tourists that, like Thursday or Friday and end up on a team for the weekend. So, you can get on a team if you want to get on a team. It's just trying to, sign up as an individual paddler, or just come down there and see who needs a paddler or two, because usually that is the case. But you don't have to worry about filling your boat to get a team registered and save the $100. Do that before Sunday, and then work over the next couple of months to do that. And we'll see you down there July 30th through August 2nd.
Save $100, get your boat here before Sunday. Biss, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, looking forward to seeing you guys more often this summer, maybe.